Hello friends, I welcome you to EPG Pathshala. My name is Dr. Amit Katoch and I am working as Assistant Professor in University Institute of Hotel and Tourism Management in Punjab University. Dear scholars, I would be taking module number 14, that is objective setting, goal setting, strategy setting and plan writing. Under the paper tourism planning and sustainable development. The primary objectives of this module would be to know about the objective setting in destination planning, to be acquainted with the goal setting in destination planning, to know the process of strategy setting in destination planning, to understand the plan writing process in tourism destination planning. The basic principle behind destination management process is that it brings together various stakeholders to undoubtedly express the tactical path and procedures for the progress, marketing and handling destination for the forthcoming time period. The process of planning should be done after conducting situation analysis, that is analyzing the ground situation, and then recommending the strategy, that is the future course of action for a tourist destination. Instructions for an effective destination planning progression comprises a robust guidance desirable from destination managers and indigenous tourism champs to guarantee stakeholder involvement and commitment. Stakeholder engagement process has to be developed for all inclusive stakeholders and the role of stakeholders needs to be defined properly and clearly. This will ensure proper planning and management and lead to proper utilization of skills and experience of the stakeholders. The vision of tourism destination management should be from the perspective of all stakeholders and highlight common direction and values for the destination. Destination management process should have strategic planning and include both long-term and short-term goals so that the overall vision of the tourist destination is achievable. The documents of the strategic planning consist of: the strategic plan should be long term, which gives tactical priorities and track to the tourist destination, including the actions and strategies. The development of a strategic tourism plan for a tourist destination is an announcement of the tactical or strategic priorities and path that has been accredited by all the stakeholders for planning, development, management and marketing of a region. The tourism destinations have strategic management plans which are known as tourism action plans or destination management plans or sustainable tourism plans. These plans are very vital for the development of tourism destinations for long-term achievement and sustainable development of a tourist destination. But there are many challenges which affect the various tourism destinations. Hence, tactical arrangements cannot every time solve or give solution to every challenge. Hence, new problems arise and with them come solutions. Tourism and travel is a very complex sector whose dynamic change is very fast. It is also made up of number of subsectors and as a result there are huge risks which can have great impact on a tourist destination. Therefore, it's very important to have long-term and short-term sustainability. Every tourist destination is unique and faces a large number of challenges and critical issues. But there are some universal standards for risk management that can be followed anywhere. For successful strategic scheduling and vision definition management, the planners and policymakers need suitable and current information with regard to any tourism destination. The information includes statistics and data related to visitors, tourists, traveler, impacts, SWOT analysis, challenges, potential issues, and may give some important clue to the tourism destination managers. All this information can be got through survey, impact studies, and by using any other research collection tool such as schedules, interviews, etc., and can be helpful in framing proper tourism strategies and sustainable tourism practices which may result in creation of good tourism destinations. Hence, efficient, pinpointed and appropriate research plans provide good statistics and information mandatory for destination managers, which further aid in making good strategies and well-versed scheduling. A risk management plan is also required in tourism destination management, as it demarcates, scaffold and measures which are beneficial to avert tourism threats and catastrophes which can have an impact on a tourism destination. The strategies or the strategic tactical plans take into account the marketing and promotion agenda in order to influence the visitor flow to a particular tourist destination. Hence, the attributes of both the place and the visiting fraternity of tourists play an important role. The role of promotion and marketing is significant as they influence the decision-making process to visit a particular direction by providing them a valid reason to visit the place or tourist destination. These processes affect the budding or a coming tourist to visit the destination. The type of tourist visit affect the type of itineraries as the nature of services is affected by the nature of tourist. Marketing plans are also important for providing direction and outline for all marketing activities such as research of market, development of brand, promotion, advertising, cooperative marketing prospects. Flourishing fiestas and events fetch locals and guests to jointly rejoice the distinct and unusual characteristics of our local community. These events may result in creating new relations and strengthening the fundamentals of the population and can lead to irrefutable economic, social and environmental benefits. But if these events are not managed properly, there are many issues which may come into picture and may also result in guest-host conflict. It may result in enhancement of negative impacts, whether they are economic, social and environmental. Some of the impacts which can be seen are overuse of local resources, ecological destruction, dislocation of locals, inflations, and also can result in creating negative image about tourism. Also, the local, traditional and authentic festival, events and fairs bring local and people and travelers together and give both the guest and host benefits and occasions for celebrations. Tourism planning steps can broadly be classified as follows. Number 1, inventory and describe the social, political, physical and economic development. Number 2, forecast or project trends for future development. Number 3, setting goals and objectives. Number 4, studying of optional plans of action to reach goals and objectives. Number 5, selecting ideal alternatives to act as guide for recommending action strategy. Number 6, building up of an implementation strategy. Number 7, execution of the plan. Number 8, evaluation of the plan. It is recommended that all segment of community participate in all these steps. Tourism industry is a multifaceted and a dynamic industry. It has a multifaceted organizations of stakeholders, groups that have inquisitiveness in the growth, administration and marketing of tourism for a destination. But the most important aspect in developing tourism in a destination is support, dedication, and collaboration of the stakeholders for a long term through sustainable development. It's very essential to understand and locate the various stakeholders in a destination and then involve them in a tourism plan to increase and replicate the benefits of tourism to everyone. A stakeholder engagement process is based on an extensive and intensive research which identifies the objectives, goals, and concerns of all tourism stakeholders in tandem with destination planning and management, so that everyone involved in tourism planning process takes its role and jointly develops strategies and actions, facilitates in informing the importance of tourism and the various benefits of tourism to the stakeholders such as economic, social, and environmental. The roles of tourism should be assigned according to the strength of the stakeholders by nurturing their expertise, skills, and interest, which makes tourism activity effective at grassroots level. Setting a set of goals through cooperative participation of the entire stakeholders and focusing them constantly to achieve them. Apart from objectives, also laying down mission and vision for the tourism destination is very important. The partnerships and memorandum of understanding can also be helpful in developing rational roles and responsibilities of all the stakeholders. Recognizing the government structure for destination management as an imperative structure that undoubtedly outlines communication, reporting, and decision making processes. Hence, with a wide array of stakeholders with a concern or stake in tourism for any region, it is vital to have strong stakeholder synchronization, harmonization, and communication, which demands leadership. The well-built and devoted leadership inside a destination is crucial to ignite stakeholder enthusiasm and participation in tourism. Also, it leads to a focused tactical approach to tourism and endorses a collective tourism image for the tourist destination. Now we will discuss about the destination planning. Objective setting is an important step in destination planning. It helps to chalk out a plan considering important aspects in mind. It forms an important step after situation analysis, in-depth research, and conceptualization. The objective setting helps in number 1, stating the desired results of developing tourism in the country or region. Number 2, by outlining the elements of tourism in an area that needs improvement. Number 3, developing tourism and other supporting infrastructure services. Number 4, tourism marketing strategy. Number 5, by branding of the regional area, destination. Number 6, identifying the roles of players and stakeholders in the tourism sector and their respective duties. Number 7, helping the handicraft and cottage industry by production of local crafts and their markets. Number 8, outlining the needs of tourism in the region. Number 9, funding sources for the tourism development. The purpose in tourism destination planning assists in categorizing a set of sustaining actions and helps in attaining the holistic goals. The purposes, or more simply the objectives, are the roadmap to attain the goals. The goals which are without objectives prevent them from getting the desired results. Both goals and objectives are related but separate concepts. They are totally separate concepts. The goals are long-term activities or endeavors that can be realized in a tourism destination. On the other hand, objectives are tangible accomplishments that can be realized by following a certain number of steps. Goals and objectives are often used interchangeably, but the main difference comes in their level of concreteness. Objectives are very concrete, whereas goals are less structured. So, in short, the comparison of objectives and goals, we can say that both are tools for finishing what you want to attain. The goals are long term and objectives are typically accomplished in the short or medium term. Goals are vague, that is nebulous, and you can't surely say you have accomplished one, whereas the accomplishment of an objective can easily be calculated or measured. Goals are hard to compute, quantify, or put in a timeline, but objectives should be given a timeline to be more effectual. Objectives are the exact steps in the destination planning, which are essential steps to arrive at its goals. They are written exclusive of emotion and they are characteristically measurable and quantifiable. They also are reasonable and manageable and have an associated timeline. Now I will discuss about goal setting in destination planning. Goals play a very important role in a destination plan as it acts as a vision agenda which has to be accomplished. A goal is a definite target, an end result, or somewhat to be most wanted. It is a foremost footstep in realizing the visualization of the organization. Why are goals important? Goals lay down track, provide purpose and accountability, and delineate roadmap. They provide direction and spotlight for the individuals in addition to the team and make the destination plan more efficient and more effective. Who are benefited? The whole population as a group gets ownership and not a single individual. The tourism plan requires inputs from all stakeholders and affects everyone. What is a goal? A goal is a target which should delineate the role of your governing body. Goals ought to respond the inquiry of who we are and what we wish for to accomplish. They are a written, appropriate, realistic, visible, extensive proclamation of a desired end and echo the task of the group and give universal focus to group efforts, local people and government as well as outer investors to develop an agreement on the type of region they seek out in the future. Based on the matters and apprehensions, goals are recognized. These goals are long array and for tourism would engage equilibrium bordered by development and resource protection. The goals are comparable for regions and pertain to destination planning. Improved visitor satisfaction, secluded natural and cultural resources, enhanced economy and amalgamation into the life and economy of the total destination area. You can achieve additional and go beyond if you bestow yourself to the goals printed in black and white. Goal setting commences subsequent to the strategic planning is absolute and arranges in a line with mission and vision of the organization. Hence, it is very important to concentrate on the following aspects. Firstly, the mission statement. Secondly, the vision statement. Thirdly, physical air priorities. Fourthly, strategies. Fifthly, monthly monitoring and managing meetings. The goals are streamlined only when the mission and vision proclamations are over and done with. But it's important to continue the progression uncomplicated and pleasant and position SMART goals. Simple, measurable, achievable, result-oriented, time-sensitive goals. Most prominently, nevertheless, lay down goals that are not too easy or which inhibit your performance. The goals can be categorized into following types. Number 1, financial. Number 2, related to customer service. Thirdly, they may be related to employee or they may be employee based. Fourthly, internal business process related, image related, reputation related, or they may be related to some community relations and philanthropy. Obviously, they may be related to sales and marketing. All the categories of goals above are not reflected at a time, rather, they are reflected only if they are required and help in attaining the purpose and roadmap you chose for developing the tourism destination. There is no goal setting, methodology, or strategy. Rather, they can only help in setting targets which can be achieved by adopting a path and utilizing the resources in an efficient and effective way. But here the role of stakeholder is important, as more are the goals of the stakeholders universal, more they get involved and more closer we get to our goals. But when our goal setting goes wrong, goal setting should be taken cautiously as they affect the overall process of planning, as at times the goal making may go wrong and rebound the overall planning process. The various reasons for roadblocks can be many. Some of them are deficiency of a clear-cut responsibilities around the goals, absence of a tracking system, lack of a responsibility system, lack of loyalty, be deficient in of buy-in from populace who are anticipated to accomplish the goals, ineffective communication, lack of assets or resources, or it may be a time. A huge amount of goals at a time period can make position susceptible and also affect financial aspects. Focusing on too countless or too less goals can also make your position miserable. Goals are not set keeping in mind the longer term visualization. Obstacles in goal setting. At times, there may be lot of impediments or barriers in goal setting of a tourism destination. The barriers may be on account of the lack of passion of the implementing agency or organization. This may be due to lack of accuracy in framing the goals. The goals may not represent the needs and desires of tourism stakeholders, leading to confrontations, and there may be increased pressure of achieving the goals. Hence, the goals should be specific, common, and target the end process rather than act as an inflating system. When an institution or organization is unable to achieve goals, there may be certain factors which limit them. The various denominators which would be at play are that the chief or CEO of the organization may not be passionate for the goals, lack of specific goals, fear of failure. Hence, it's important to see that what thing is limiting you to achieve the goals. Hence, it's important to remove the obstacles from the organization goals by seeing old patterns within you, your team, or the organization. Consequences of goals. It's important to set the tourism destination goals with a well thought frame. It leads to adaptiveness that helps the developers and planners of a tourist destination to understand whether the destination would help to realize the dreams of the tourism stakeholders. A tourism destination will not be able to achieve the success, not including clearly structured destination goals. Well-defined tourism destination planning goals endow with in-depth parameters to everyone involved or present in the tourist destination. Hence, the goals should be realistic, practical, and help in achieving business in the following manner. Motivate the stakeholders of the tourist destination. Be attractive in attracting the tourists, visitors, travelers. Help the different stakeholders to understand the goals, which improves their decision making process. It aids in performance evaluation. It convenes financial targets or gains projected for the tourist destination. Now I will discuss about strategy setting in the destination planning. Strategic planning is a course to delineate and organizations track, establish long-range planning goals and steer decision making. Most strategic plans take in hand high-level initiatives and overarching goals. Metaphorically, a strategic plan is a governmental roadmap. If strategic planning is the roadmap, strategic priority setting is a vehicle to accomplish the destination. Strategic planning is a disciplined endeavor. In the end, it constructs primary decisions and actions that contour and direct what a tourism destination is, who it helps, what it does, and why, with a focal point on the expectations. Effective strategic planning also articulates how a tourism destination planning will become successful. A successful tactical plan sets priorities, focuses liveliness, resources, strengthens operations, ensures that all tourism stakeholders are working in the direction of universal goals. Strategic planning answers four key questions. Where are we? Consider the opening fundamentals of the mission statement, values or guiding principles, and SWOT, that is strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, to evaluate where the tourism destination stands, what is happening internally and externally, and determine what changes you need to make. Secondly, where are we going? The hope is impractical to forecast, but mulling over circumstances will focus your attention and help you classify the prospects for the tourism destination. Specifically, compare your destination to other competitive destinations. Thirdly, what do you do best? What makes you exceptional? What your organization does best than other organization? They will help to chalk out procedure for future. Fourthly, how will we get there? This is the mutton of your strategic plan. There are a large number of directions from your existing situation to your vision, and selecting the right one will establish how swiftly or unhurriedly you get to your ultimate destination. Conclude your strategy, set short and long-term goals, and extend action items to get you there. Identify issues that surround planners, developers, and managers, and consistently monitor the actions in tourism destination planning. Always keep in mind that strategic planning is about mounting and humanizing the tourism destination. When you don't plan, the most excellent you can expect is maintenance of the status quo. Additionally, down the line, you can expect challenges that will significantly damage or destroy a tourism destination. The 7 rules of strategic planning are essential apart from the above 4 questions. What are they? Number 1, pick the right players. Number 2, design planning sessions that yield actual results. Number 3, finish what you have started. Number 4, big vision, then laser-like focus. Number 5, be brutally honest. Number 6, play nice. Number 7, be disciplined and take continued action. The strategic setting provides a framework for the tourism destination, which further enhances the participation in the following way. Have demand-driven facilities, services, good information, developing partnerships, business relationships are informed by and understanding of customers and participants. Optimize investment decisions to meet demand and budget. Doing the work that people most value in a cost-effective manner so that more people will participate in outdoor recreation. Be effective destination manager to ensure quality experience lead to repeat visitation or visits. Market and promote destinations, finding better ways of letting people know what opportunities are there or are available. Actively work with others. Now we will discuss about the next topic, that is Plan writing in destination planning. In the destination planning, the plan setting is an important step. It only leads to the preparation of a physical structure plan. It further leads to preparation of the master plan and involves a process for completing and detailing additional work on portions of the conceptual plan, which are approved for further development. The difference between the conceptual plan and master plan lie largely in the levels of the details involved. Where the conceptual plan might indicate the need to expand an airport runway and terminal facilities, the master plan would go into specifics on the land and construction. In destination planning, the plans made should reveal that they will create development that will function as a system. Further, it will lead to structural stability, use of the functions such as volume, capacity, etc., and create an aesthetically pleasing function. Also, the tourism site planning must be integrated with other plans at all levels. The area development planning for tourism should be integrated with the plans and policies of the major resource manager. Whenever plan setting has to be done, initially it involves proper destination analysis. That is, its constructed elements, natural resources and perpetual characteristics. After that, a conceptual plan is made which primarily outlines the basic things required to develop the destination, but it negates the finer details which can only be seen in the master plan. The conceptual plan is a prelim plan or preliminary plan. Destination management plans should wrap up all the essential aspects of destination management, which includes tourism performance and impacts, working configurations and communication, by and large appeal and manifestation access, infrastructure and visitor services, tourism destination image, branding and promotion through marketing, product mix, growth, requirements and opportunities. Characteristically, a destination management plan should set a tactical track for the region or destination site over a period of up to 5 years and contain prioritized actions within an annual rolling program, identifying stakeholders answerable for their delivery. A tourism master plan is the roadmap for tourist destination accomplishment. It is a critical first step that will deal with 3 important inquiries: where are we, where do we want to go, how do we get there. The tourism master plans provide an all-inclusive gaze at all of the destination's assets, where the principal occasions for expansion are, where are the core roadblocks and how can they be triumphed over. The plan is created by intermingling of in-depth research and planners, developers consultation with local businesses, government officials and residents. Understanding that tourism is an unlike and multifaceted industry in a tourism destination with a variety of interlinking stakeholders, we make of a joint approach and engage the public and private sector and encourage their participation and commitment to achieve a shared vision for the destination. The master planning process will secure local buy-in, define the actionable steps needed to achieve common goals and provide you with the ability to track results and adapt to changes when needed. When designing a destination tourism market, one needs to inspect it from 3 angles: from the visitor perspective, local perspective and structural perspective, so that plans work in a holistic way, that is in a comprehensive way. Whenever we are making a master plan, 3 phases or stages are involved. Stage 1: plan formulation task, which examines the existing tourism situation and prepares a project manuscript, detailed terms of reference for the formulation of a tourism growth master plan. Stage 2, formulation of a tourism progress master plan which spotlights on the following sectors, that is accommodation, transportation, tourism activities, then product development, marketing and promotion, institutional framework, tourism zoning, statistics and research, quality standards of tourism services, and legislation and regulation. The plan main concern actions for all sectors and embracing an action plan by defining roles and responsibilities of a range of stakeholders, timelines, pinpointing budgets, examines the guidelines and accomplishment norms. Phase 3 involves execution of the master plan, in which the technical assistance to the government is given by some specialized agencies. Now at the end of the module, I would like to summarize it. The most important thing while working out the destination management process is to bring all the stakeholders on a common platform by giving proper strategies for future. The tourism planning steps comprises inventory present, forecasting, setting goals and objectives, studying and selecting alternative plans, implementing a strategy, giving a plan and evaluating the plan also. It's important to lay down both goals and objectives for the plan, as the goals are long-term endeavors while objectives are concrete, structural and made for small period through a series of steps to achieve the goals. The strategic setting is an important step used for planning and prioritizing your goals according to the importance. If strategic planning is the path or course of action, strategic priority setting is the tool to attain the goals. The destination planning only leads to preparation of a physical structural plan and further leads to preparation of a master plan. It involves a process for completing and detailing additional work on portions of the conceptual plan, which are approved for further development. I will end the module with the words of the famous Nobel laureate winner Malala Yousafzai, that let us make our future now and let us make our dreams tomorrow's reality. With these words, I sign off. Have a great day. Thank you.